So Unity Through Community is the name of the project that I helped orchestrate with my battalion's leadership. I had actually heard about a project that one of my buddies, a fellow comrade of mine, Staff Sergeant Mwangi, had thrown out there, and he was working to help preserve a cemetery. Understanding the history of those cemeteries and why it is that they look the way that they do, because when we got there, the grass was well over 6 foot tall in some places. You wouldn't know that you were in a cemetery until you legitimately walked into or on top of a gravestone. We've had stories where people have found, their loved ones, their lost ones, because they weren't able to cut that grass or to go and restore those cemeteries. As we continued the project, the questions started to arise. Everyone gets there and they ask the same question. How did it get this way? Why did it get this way? And then you talk about the fact that there are these super significant people who are buried there. Mary Elizabeth Peake would be one. So what she would do was under candlelight, under the what would eventually become the Emancipation Oak Tree in Hampton, Virginia, where the slaves were told that they were free by Mary Elizabeth Peake, of all people, is she would teach enslaved African Americans to read and to write, even though it was illegal and it wasn't something that she necessarily had to do. It's something that she wanted to do because she understood that knowledge was power. I get to tell people that story once a month, every month. I get to share those things with people who come to the cemetery, whether it be military or civilian, and you can see the light in their eyes, and it becomes a passion all onto itself. When we started, it was supposed to be something that happened locally, and here I am in Fort Rucker, Alabama, talking to you about it. So I think it's had a pretty huge impact in itself. It was like an asteroid that hit the earth, it felt like. Everything was affected because of it. The award made me feel like everything that we did mattered and that, we had won. I felt like we were at the championships, I might have been the guy who received the award, but collectively that award belongs to my battalion. We're a part of an organization that creates change in the world. And I think that cemetery restoration project represents that element in itself. I can't tell you how amazed I was at the number of people from my battalion who came and supported something that we thought was just going to be this small event. I would have assumed maybe 15, maybe 20 people would have shown up, not 75 people and, hundreds others from the local area. It was beyond my wildest expectations, and it was beyond anything I could have imagined. I think it just shows the power of what community can do